4000. This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL.
Wednesday night, Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. It's getting closer and closer to the weekend. You might as well go ahead and get over there. It's a Memorial Day weekend. Did y'all realize that?
Yes.
I did not until, well, I mean, I did, but then I forgot.
It's kind of weird, though.
It is weird.
Because the last week, there is a real last week of May. It's just the last day is on Sunday. So it resets. June's on May on that Monday. So, but isn't Memorial Day always like the last Monday of the month?
Yeah.
Is it Memorial Day where you don't say Happy Memorial Day?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to be like remembering the dead.
What do you say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Well, I hope everyone has a
good Memorial
Day.
Right. Stay safe out there. Yeah. But anyway, regardless, just get to ABC. That's all you need to do. Just get to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. They'll get you taken care of. It's like weird to have a holiday in the middle of when everybody has already been off work forever. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But everybody
got to still have the holidays.
Yeah. COVID can't take holidays too. I'm ready for Christmas.
I kind of wish, well, not really wish, but like, what if it would have like happened earlier, and we would have kind of just had an extended Christmas?
Yeah.
I'm the only one who thinks about stuff like that.
No. Would you have continued the Hallmark Christmas movies?
If they would have kept showing them.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So the world's starting to turn again in college athletics. Something that James told you a couple days ago came out today about June 1st. NCAA has said that teams may start to work out again on June 1st. There's a bunch of different angles to this, though, man, that's coming up. Let me give you one.
I'm here.
18, 19-year-old kid.
Okay.
Going to a city that is not as safe as the city he's in now. And mom says, I don't want you going. What happens?
I mean, we talk like that's something that they're going to have to honor it in some capacity, because you can't, the bad pub that would come from them trying to force you to go is just going to be, you don't want to be that guy. That being said,
you and I both know.
But what I'm saying, they're going to really encourage you. And the rationale is going to be very good. You're going to actually have better treatment there than you would at any school that you would have been at. Okay. I mean, at your normal house.
Not arguing that, but mama says he ain't going.
Then he's not going.
And we both know that they can say these are voluntary. All they want to say they're voluntary. They're not voluntary.
They're not at all.
If you don't show, you don't play. You may still be on scholarship. You may be
on the team. Yeah. The things that made you go to school will no longer be up for discussion. Like, you will possibly lose your spot. If you do come back the next year, there will be repercussions for that. Don't be naive.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches are petty and do hold things against players when they don't do what they want them to do. And it's a calculated risk that you're going to have to take as a family and understand why it is that you went to college. And if it was just to be a student, like people like to perpetrate, then, hey, you have that opportunity. Just take the online classes and do what you have to do to the best of your ability. They are obligated for that for at least a year, and they'll probably fight to get you off of the 85 so that they can use that for somebody else.
I'm not even talking about, let's say a guy is comfortable with going in the fall, but he's not comfortable with going June 1st, or the family's not comfortable with going June 1st.
Well, then you're going to have to, June 1st isn't, from what the NCAA, I guess I need some interpretation, and I'll probably ask my friends tonight when it got released. They were off the clock, so they weren't really answering me. What I read is that essentially July is when it's going to be voluntary. June 1st, they can open up to do team related functions, meaning, i.e., they're not going to go pads, but i.e., they can get their spring walkthroughs and things like that they weren't able to do earlier.
Right. So
that's not voluntary. That's part of your commitment.
okay, so here's what it says. The NCAA Division I Council voted Wednesday to allow voluntary on-campus athletic activities to resume in football and men's and women's basketball starting June 1st.
Okay. So it is voluntary.
Right. You're going to hear of people around the country not showing up June 1st. You're going to hear of that. And it won't be like colleges can keep it a secret as much as they want to keep it a secret, but somebody's going to see whoever in their hometown and go, well, wait, where everybody else is in Tallahassee. Why are you here?
They're going to say that.
Or Gainesville, and it's going to get out. Like, this is going to be a subject in 15 days.
Yeah, slow news cycle. It's always a subject. What's voluntary? What's not voluntary? Bottom line is, if you didn't know what this was, and Mama, you too, if you didn't understand the process, then you were woefully ignorant during it, and you just allowed the free steaks and plane flights to seduce you. Like, I get it. This is something that we haven't seen before. Something that we'll eventually get used to. It'll become a new norm, a new reality. But you sign baby up for a contract. That scholarship is not free. Like, education isn't free.
But
we rarely do stuff for
we rarely see this at the college level, right? We always hear about voluntary workouts at the NFL level. But voluntary workouts at the college level are really kind of non-existent because the guys are all on campus.
Yeah, but here when I was there, you had guys who didn't go to summer school. Mm-hmm. So in the way they made it, they kept it still voluntary, but like you knew, like the conditioning test, 16-110s is damn near impossible to do. For time, unless you're a track athlete and your body is really, really in shape and you're used to doing that. But like guys like me, it doesn't matter how I can do 16-110s, but it doesn't matter how great a shape I'm in. I can't do 16 and 15 with 15 seconds per. Eventually my body is going to get into that 18 range and things like that is just, but if you make it to, I think it was like 90% of the workouts.
Yeah.
If you're in summer school, if you're in summer session, like the summer session A, where it covers B and C, like, but pretty much the entire summer, 90% of the workouts, or if you were in summer, everybody had to be back for summer session C, I believe. Like, so the second half of the summer. You didn't have to go to class, but you had to do the workouts. And if you made 90% of those, and that's when you were there, you were exempt from having to make the time. You still had to take the test. You just didn't have to take the time. What my butt was there? My butt was there at as many workouts as I could make. I even took some time off, like spaced them out. That Thursday, we went Monday through Thursday. So yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Every now and then, like my birthday, I would make sure I took that Thursday so I could have a longer weekend, because that was right before you go into camp. So that's stuff that they can have. It's just what's facing them on the other side of the voluntary workouts is going to probably make you wish that you were there for the voluntary workout.
And I wonder how much of that is still going to be consistent. I like, that's the part. And we may be talking about things that nobody's interested in, but we're in that world. So it's like, it interests me. Are there going to be fans or are there not going to be fans? I don't know. We can debate that. None of us really know the answer to that. We don't know what that part's going to look like. College coaches know what this next phase is going to look like. It's planned out. It's down to the second planned out each and every day. And I'm curious what that looks like that's different than a normal summer. Because, here's the thing, college coaches are going to take as much as they can get.
Facts.
Especially with the fact that they didn't have spring. Most of them. What does that mean? Because we talked about this. I don't know if it was on air or off air. Picture this. You're 19 years old. It's June 1st. You go back to campus. You don't leave campus till football season's over. There's not anybody else on campus. The only thing you can do is class, online class, not in person, but online class, tutoring, football, and video games.
What do you mean?
What else are you going to do?
There's clubs open in Tallahassee.
You don't think they're contact tracing the stuff?
Oh, without a doubt. They're going to tell them that you need to sit still. This is what I've been talking about the entire time.
Well, I'm not bringing the women into it.
No,
bringing,
not just women. Odell's going to come at, like, this is what Odell Haggins, everybody knows him, Florida State D-line coach. Every practice, every Thursday. Hey, man, listen. Don't be going out to the moon and partying and shaking your tail feather. Curfew is at 11. Man, I'm serious this time. Curfew is at 11. Like, man, do you know how many times I went to the moon on a Thursday night?
But would you go if there's no students on campus?
It's Tallahassee. You are going to go find something to do. Tallahassee is not Miami.
It's
not Orlando. It's not Jacksonville. It is a city, though, that has other things going on, and you're going to get tired of looking at the same guys over and over again.
Don't think that coaches are going to way overextend their boundaries with this.
Without a doubt, they will.
And it is going to be harder than ever to go out and do anything because this is all they're doing is making sure nobody on their team gets
right. They're
sick.
going to have all kinds of other people, but the thing is, you got to in Tallahassee. Even Dan Mullen doesn't know all the finer parts of Gainesville. Like, these guys just got there. Where they gonna go? Okay, you gonna send just name us some projects. Just think about just some of the stuff here. Like, if this was in Jacksonville, you gonna send a GA to Sutel? You gonna send them out east to go check on some guys?
No, you don't have to.
Who? You think they're gonna tell?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, inside of all this stuff, I've seen what the SEC schools are doing, what some of them are doing. Like, inside of that is straight. Who are you with? Where are you at? By tracing your cell phone.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that. I can say I went to go get a bike. Like, they're not going to keep them. They're not going to be able to keep them confined. Hell, right now they're not confined. And the majority of the guys have been in Tallahassee. A good portion of the guys have been in Tallahassee. Some have been in Gainesville. Some have been in Miami. The entire pandemic.
Are you saying assistant coaches now in the SEC have the ability to trace cell phones?
Yeah, well, one school gave everybody Apple Watches. Like, they gave the
They're
Apple
gonna
Watch.
know.
So they know everywhere you're going.
They're gonna know
like
everywhere these guys are.
It's
at.
a chip.
Yeah.
They use 5G towers. This is. Oh man! But listen, man, those guys are going to be.
What they need to do is get herd immunity within the team way before the season starts if they were smart and just get it out of the way.
Just expose everybody.
Yes.
It's like chickenpox. Like, have the chickenpox
when you
party.
check
smallpox,
in, we're going
they
to
used
give
to
you
inoculate people with smallpox, like prick them in the fingernail or whatever.
So when you come back, we're going to give you your key and COVID.
Yes. If you want to play here, son, you better take this COVID.
And go sit in your room for 14 days.
It's different around here. What is it? What do they say in the SEC? It just means more.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. This is in what's gonna be a very slow summer. I haven't heard updates. Where are we at with baseball and basketball?
Basketball's about to go to Disney.
Basketball had a big time update today. Yes,
give me the
James
update.
said it. So Shams Charania tweeted out that it looks like the number one place for the whole bubble city NBA world to land is in Disney World, and that's good news. MLB, meanwhile, they're not going to come back because of money issues between the owners and the players. That's what it looks like right now. If I were to bet, I would say no on baseball and a hell yes on basketball. I just need one to come back.
Is baseball really that stupid?
They are. They're so tone deaf. Players and owners. This is a equal opportunity hate for me on this one. I usually take sides, but in this particular instance, I hate
I'm taking the sides
so
of the
much.
players.
I'm taking the players because the owners shouldn't have never guaranteed that they were going to keep their salary.
Well,
It's that the owners made that mistake.
Yeah.
Like, they need to live up to their word.
Well, I'm taking the
see
players
that.
because I do think they should get half.
They're
playing half the
that's,
games.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't mean their whole
Prorated
salary.
half. I think
prorated salary
they should
is,
get what
is,
they agreed to, like James
Yeah.
said. So I guess I would go with the players on that one. But
it is
if
stupid.
it goes on a strike, I'm still gonna hate the players. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna hate both.
I get that.
Yeah,
Because
that,
the
all
players
the
would be
sports,
making zero money.
Of all the sports that can't do this, it's baseball.
It's baseball. Exactly.
care.
Exactly.
No,
Never
that's
know
the
what I'm
point.
saying. But what I'm
That's
saying,
the point.
they've already missed it.
If
That's
they
what I
would
said about the
come back-
owners.
If they were out right now, man,
Be watching
people
it.
would be watching
I'd be watching
baseball games every night, man.
Yeah,
And
this
like they're
is-
pissing off people like me who do watch baseball every night.
I'll tell you
Right.
how much I don't care
Regardless
about
of COVID.
baseball or how I don't understand baseball is like everybody complains about the Tampa Bay Rays. I like their stadium. I mean, they're in it's air
Air
conditioned.
conditioned.
I didn't have to argue about
No
people
rain
getting
delays.
beers. They're already practicing social distancing.
You've
You
got
can
your own
spread out.
bathroom.
Yeah, like and then the
Smoke
suite
cigarettes.
the suite that they give people who are season ticket holders. It's not a lot of people in there. It's popcorn that you can eat
And
that
if
you don't have
you're
to pay.
if you have a kid with you, they're gonna get an autograph. They're gonna get lots of autographs before the game because there's not that much competition down there to go grab.
So is the NBA talking about having limited fans or no? It's just all
Like no fans.
no
No
fans.
fans,
Yeah.
but it'll just be everybody will be essentially at Disney Wild World of Sports, and they'll run their. I guess they'll run multiple games.
We're gonna see like LeBron walk into the stadium with his book bag with like Mickey Mouse ears. It's gonna be rad. I can't wait.
That
for
right there, like so,
basketball to
if
come back.
that's a couple weeks,
Well, I would say they're practicing now, so I would think.
no, not. I don't mean like if it's
Bro.
in a couple weeks. I mean like if they're there, even if they're there for a month.
Oh, at least
Oh, they're
It's
going to be there a month.
What I'm saying, it's big enough. There's nobody else there
right.
that you can bring your family, and your family will enjoy themselves.
And I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe they can bring their family.
Like,
I
'cause
wouldn't
even
go
if they
that
don't
far.
go, even if they don't go to the park, like if you've never been to like you've had to go to Disney. I know you hated every
For
second
sure.
of it.
Every second.
I hated it because of what it did to my financials. You just hated it because you don't like people.
Right.
But even the resorts are like
Oh, they're awesome.
fun.
They're amazing.
Like my son's birthday is coming up, and we were talking about what he wants to do for his birthday. He's like, Dad, don't go. It's not Disney. We ain't doing that again. Not until his little brother is old enough to enjoy it.
See, I don't
But
know if that
he-
park part.
No, what I mean
No,
is
it's just the resort part where
resort
they're gonna
part.
stay.
Like our
Oh, where they
timeshare.
can stay. Yeah.
Our timeshare.
It's
you don't
like,
have
I don't
to
know
leave-
if that was part
listen,
of it. That
you don't
they
have
can
to
go
leave-
to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, you
as
don't have to
well.
leave the timeshare, but like they're on Wild World of Sports that has hotels.
Yeah.
Because that's where Tom Shaw used to be at. And all the players that worked out with him, Tom Shaw, a performance trainer, they stayed on the resort. They stayed on
All-Star Resorts
yeah.
right there.
So like it's just a lot to do. But you know, we'll see.
Well, I mean, you
That's-
think about the NBA. So the NBA's got to play a couple games. Got to play, a little bit of games before they get to the playoffs, at
Right.
least.
I think so.
And then their playoffs, I mean, normally are 2 months long.
Yeah.
Right.
I
I
think they're
think
going
they
to probably
condense that
exactly.
because now you don't have to worry about all the travel.
In the playoffs, they don't ever have
Everybody's there.
back to backs. Like if you play on a Monday,
I'm
you're
here
not going
for
to
it.
have on a Tuesday. I
Get-
think they're going to change that.
Like,
Maybe have
take
more
us all the
back-to-back.
way to October. I'm good. Their ratings
They're
are going to
not
be
gonna
through
You
the
know
roof.
what?
They don't want to compete with the NFL.
Now that I think about it, this might have been set up.
By the
'Cause
NBA.
who does this benefit?
No one.
No, what I mean, like if like LeBron's got all the rest he needs.
Oh my god.
If LeBron,
LeBron
can get
was
to
peaking when this happened.
What
You
I'm saying-
forget they beat like Milwaukee and the
And the
Clippers in the
Clippers.
same week.
LeBron's my age though. He's 36. Like,
I don't know.
if he
I heard
can-
LeBron say this is like hindering him more than it was.
oh,
would
I'm
help
just saying,
him.
like if he gets in and you like LeBron, you got 3 weeks, dog.
Go hard.
Go hard.
Yes.
He is going to terrorize these people.
I think so.
Now, when you give him
And KD could be back.
Yeah, that's
KD's not coming
KD and
back this
Kyrie
season.
could both be
They're
back.
not coming back this season. If they do, they're idiots.
I
They're
would
going to
love it.
re-injure themselves.
Yeah, well, KD would. Yeah,
yeah.
he already made that mistake.
Yeah, that whole thing is all of this is getting very interesting as we're getting closer. But I'm with you, JJ, on baseball. I'm very irritated with baseball.
In general,
I think baseball is the sport that like could take advantage of this. You're not going to see much of a difference because the fan interaction in baseball until you get to like a
Right.
game 7, you don't even really tell.
or unless you're in like Boston or New York or something.
Right,
Yeah.
and they're literally playing each other. I mean, it's just not a big part of the game on TV. It would have been amazing.
And they were changing the rules up. They were having the DH. You were playing your region, not necessarily
Yeah, I
American
didn't like that
National
part.
League. Neither did I. But they were just doing something goofy
To
which
try to get a
maybe-
season.
Exactly.
Yeah, and now they're just not.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, that's
Sad, man.
wow.
And it's gonna hurt the game badly.
Oh gosh,
Like I don't think they realize that.
it's not even how much it hurts. It is the opportunity they're giving up.
Exactly.
I don't understand it, but I don't have to. All right, let's get Dr. Swanson. He wasn't able to join us on Monday night because he was working. Figure that. How do you work instead of come on here? But that's what he's doing. So Dr. Swanson will join us coming up next.
Working from home? Here's your new water cooler conversation.
I think the reality is that they're going to make the best decision for their football team based on what they're seeing out of Gardner Minshew.
1010XL. Listen from home on your smartphone, online, or on Alexa.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com. That's where I go. That's where my family goes. That's where my quarterbacks go. They're the best. They are the best of the best around with locations all over town. If you're having knee issues or ankle issues or shoulder issues, or you need joint replacement or pain management or physical therapy, spine care, any of it, they can do it at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You need to get to se-ortho.com. Check out all that they do. Check out all their doctors. And when you go, tell them the Sports Den sent you. That's Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
All offers are with approved credit and not in conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Drive forward.
For those of us that drive to work or just need a new vehicle, we remain dedicated to provide you with essential services,
Keeping you safe and satisfied.
at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Bay Meadows. In difficult times, everybody needs a little help. Make no monthly payments for 120 days.
See all our Go Anywhere inventory at jaxcjdr.com.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, I-295 and Bay Meadows.
It's never been more important
that we unite together
to give whatever we can
to make the biggest impact possible.
We're all in this together.
Everyone.
Everyone. We need you.
You.
If you are able,
Give.
Please give.
We can do this.
United. Together. Together united. This is the way.
Please give.
Text United for Jax to 51555.
Thank you.
Jeff Prosser here. I'm with Jeff Breyer, owner of Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Jeff, over the years, I'm sure you've cured a lot of patio envy.
Jeff, now is the time to visit our showroom to get your dream patio and the cure for patio envy. We'll design the sunroom, screen enclosure, or patio of your dream.
You also do flooring?
Absolutely. At Lifetime Flooring, we can update your entire home with luxury vinyl plank, carpet, tile, or hardwood.
Visit Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring today, just south of Bay Meadows on Phillips Highway.
And don't forget to ask about our current specials.
License CRC 028471.
Woody's Barbecue is now open their dining rooms to the virus haters who have a hankering for fall off the bone ribs and everything else on the Woody's menu. Take a load off at your favorite Woody's Barbecue location. High flying Jack O'Brien here, head virus hater, reminding you that Woody's Barbecue has been doing it low and slow for over 40 years. See you at Woody's today.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do. Let's eat.
Tire Outlet is bringing the tires to you. Mike Dempsey here to tell you that Tire Outlet is now offering mobile service. No hassle, quick same-day installation. They're the largest locally owned tire shop in town, so wherever you are, choose a time and location that's convenient for you. A Tire Outlet professional will bring the new tires out and install them. Call this number to make an appointment, 600-0089. For mobile tire installation, that's 600-0089. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the dealership hassles. If you need honest, professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, keep the economy going, and help those in need, Zero Res is offering 25% off all services. That's cleaning carpet, area rugs, tile and grout, upholstery, everything. 25% off everything. We also ask that you submit someone that you know that is in need. Zero Res will clean the carpets in the home of one family in need each day, absolutely free. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Keeping farms running, construction moving, and towns maintained is essential. That's why Kubota is working to keep you working. Right now, get 0% financing and no payments for 90 days. Offer expires May 31st. Visit KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer. Kubota. Together, we do more.
Call or visit Coastal Equipment, your Kubota dealer. Here to serve you in these challenging times. Coastal Equipment, Jacksonville, and in McClenny.
Greater power for the great outdoors. Coastal Equipment.
Superior Fence and Rail knows about commercial fence services. From automatic gates to security fence and railing, Superior Fence and Rail's professional team delivers with great communication, trained installers, and quality products. Trust your next commercial project with the top-rated fence company in Jacksonville. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail for your commercial project today.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
The offseason doesn't rest in the NFL. Neither do 1010XL and Tire Outlet. When the rubber hits the road, you'll follow the transactions and talk when they happen. Matriculate through the offseason with Tire Outlet and 1010XL. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist presents Dr. Chris Swanson on the Sports Den. A board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, Dr. Swanson has been assistant team physician for the Cincinnati Bengals and Drexel University men's basketball and is the current team physician for several area high schools. Visit se-ortho.com.
We usually have Dr. Swanson on Monday nights, but he big-timed us this week and had a meeting. Do we believe that? It was a meeting?
No, I just didn't feel like working.
I just feel like he got...
With us, excuse me.
Yeah, he went home, got in his smoking chair, and had too much bourbon.
Makes sense.
And said, I better not call in. Doc, how are we close? Was there really a meeting?
Man, your guys' story sounds a lot better than what was actually going on Monday.
So you were in a legit meeting?
Legit meeting.
Huh.
Do you guys all wear your coats into the meeting together? Just to remind each other, we're all doctors here.
Well, answer the question, Doc.
Yeah,
do you?
that's a yes.
No.
Oh, liar.
How you doing, Doc?
Good. How you guys?
We're fantastic. I mean, it's things are starting to happen. Starting to get a little bit of sports back. I mean, NASCAR's on right now. I don't know if you're dialed into that or not. Are you a NASCAR guy, Doc?
I'm not a NASCAR guy. I didn't even know that was on.
Yeah, it's on live right now. We're hearing that air quote voluntary workouts can happen June 1st in NCAA.
Yeah.
NBA looks like they're heading down to Orlando. I mean, things are moving, Doc. That's
so
good.
The NBA, I missed the NBA thing today. Is everybody heading to Orlando?
Certainly not official.
Not official, but that's the rumor.
Leading candidate is Orlando.
All Florida is waiting for them to say is yes. And they're ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So things
Florida's
are
loving it. Florida's ready to pick up any professional sports Florida can get.
Yeah.
We're ready to have a move here for good.
Yeah, just do the whole league every year at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish COVID would happen all the time.
Oh, geez. Don't say that.
Move Summer League here. We'll pick up.
We get our London games back.
Oh, man, it's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not so bad.
I mean, really, look at that.
So what's the first big medical storyline that we hear when these things start happening?
When sports comes back?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be twofold, right? Inevitably, when the sports start back up, somebody's going to test positive for COVID, which is going to make front page headlines across the country. And then,
do you have a guess of who it would be first? Who looks more susceptible? Do you know?
Gardner Minshew.
How dare you?
Might be good. Have a slogan.
Because we were just talking about this, and my theory is for these college coaches, especially, you have so much time before the season starts. You might as well get this out of the way. Herd immunity it is for all the boys. Get it in, get it done with, get ready for the season. Is that healthy?
Can you co-sign on that, Doc?
Yeah.
You probably don't want to go down that route.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But eventually we'll probably end up getting it anyway.
So what's the second?
Yes.
What's the second story? You said that'll be the main story. What's the second one?
Well, no, so that'll be one side of the story, right? Because every time someone famous comes down with it, when we get back to having sports and whatever version of sports it may be, we're going to hear about it. Whether if they ever played baseball or if it's the NBA in Orlando, I mean, we'll hear about that. And then I think the second thing is that what we've kind of talked about a little bit before is from the sports injury side. Is it's going to be interesting to see sort of what kind of shape guys stayed in. How ready are they? How long are these, quote unquote, lead up or training camps? And how many overuse type of injuries do we get because guys are out of shape? Right. Inevitably, after any whatever it is, a lockout or this, which has been completely different, not everybody comes back in top condition.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Doc, there's something that I was on a conference call with the NCAA and DFOs last week, and there was a fancy word that was tossed around called oxidative stress, and that's really how the virus kind of attacks you. And then they were talking about it within reason to overuse injuries. Can you kind of explain that and what does that mean, and how can you fight that? How can they be preventative?
So oxidative stress, essentially what the virus is attacking sort of the respiratory system. And so if your respiratory system is compromised in any way, then those are the people who it's been shown have been most susceptible to the virus. From a sports standpoint, I mean, the best way to combat that is sort of gradually getting back into peak physical condition and not putting yourself into an area into a scenario where you're overstressed. And so if you haven't been doing things for the past couple of months and you jump right back into a full blown college or pro workout, you're going to be maxing out your cardiovascular system just to keep up, as opposed to if you're in sort of peak physical condition.
So I was talking to a coach today. Actually, I talked to two different coaches about this. And I think the overwhelming assumption from a conditioning standpoint was you get the guys in there and you have some type of conditioning test, not like the 16-110s, but just to see where everybody's at. I think that was an assumption I made and a couple of the coaches that I talked to. Well, today, I guess something came out to where it says, no, you do not do that.
No, not at all.
So you just go in. Why?
Because you just start everybody from ground zero, because nobody, that's the easiest way to do it. They've been doing that for years. I don't understand why somebody would even think to change that.
No, what I'm saying is you haven't had these guys on campus.
Right.
Hold on, let me finish, because here's the conversation we had. For the first time, they cut short the workout period. Some guys went home to states where they were able to work out quite a bit. Other guys went home to states and maybe some economic issues in a family where they had nothing, right? I mean, absolutely nothing. Don't you have to find out where these guys are at, or you literally start everybody at ground zero?
You start everybody, and those who are in better shape will show, and those who aren't. What happens is you lose. You only get so many days. You actually are losing training days to test when you already have an idea and you've already structured your workouts where it is.
So
guys reset programs even when they're already in peak shape anyway.
So you basically go off the information you had when they left,
right?
And then you do a comparable workout and see how much they've lost.
If you want to, let's use weights for example. If I have you if we're on a 60% day because we're trying to build up a foundation, and you are in our last set, let's say the last set is say 75%, and you're able to crush that with no ease, you know what that means? I need to increase. That means you're in better shape. I can adjust the
that's
workout.
The test.
That's how you test.
Okay. And maybe that's what they were talking about. Maybe that's what they were talking about. And I'm just not in that world.
The most important thing they're going to need is they're going to need more eyes inside of the weight room and more hands on deck when it comes to nutrition, because that's the front line of all of this right now. It's how well you hydrate, how well you replenish electrolytes, how well these guys. That's really the disadvantage. The disadvantage isn't necessarily in the lifting. There's guys who I know who won't touch a weight, who are going to come in and still dominate.
Yeah.
But you went from having lean meats and vegetables to going back to the hood where eating Popeyes is considered fine dining. That's really where you got to really get them back on the same.
So
playing field.
what's the role, Doc, that you see team doctors playing in this that's different than what they've had to play in the past?
I just think that the team doctors are going to have to be probably even more involved kind of from the get-go than they might otherwise normally be under normal conditions, because I think, again, you're going to see a two-pronged issue. One, the medical side, where there's going to be some people who get medically sick as a result of this, and then two, I think everyone's going to come back and be kind of rushing to get back to maximal conditioning and performance as quick as possible, coming at it from different levels. And I think that's going to be exaggerated or exacerbated on the collegiate and high school levels as that resumes, probably more so than the pro levels. Like James was just saying, the pro guys have access to, private chefs and all those things, and are able to maintain some of the things that they would get from the team on their own, whereas a lot of the collegiate and high school guys may not have those same resources. So I think that's where you're going to see a bigger difference. I think the team doctors are just going to have to be, really on top of it and really involved from the get-go to try to prevent as many overuse injuries, treat them as quickly as possible, shut people down for a week or two if they need it, and really be keeping an eye on those things, because everybody's antsy to get back at it as quick as possible.
So in a normal situation, in a normal summer, when University of Florida, Florida State, Georgia, whoever, Miami, is working out and they're doing, conditioning, and the coaches can't really be with them, there's always a trainer there, right?
Yeah, there's always an athletic trainer.
Is there normally a doctors there as well?
During, conditioning or drills or practice. But the trainer is usually in close contact with the doctor.
Will that change? Will there be more trainers? Will there be a doctor on the campus or in the facility at all times? You see that changing or no?
I think there'll be more. I think, like James said, there'll be more eyes on everything from workouts to conditioning. I think there's going to be more people watching from a general standpoint. Probably, more trainers keeping an eye on everybody. There'll be more doctors at all of those things. Probably not, but I think the day-to-day communication is going to increase.
Yeah, I think like when I was there, I believe Dr. Stowers from TLC was there every Tuesday during the off season. Like, that's like if you were sick anyway, you would come up. I believe that they'll probably, if obviously you guys have your own stuff that you got to do, own, but there'll probably be more of a rotation for whoever is dealing with it. So, like, instead of just, like I say, Stowers again, him being there on Tuesday,
somebody else would be
on Wednesday, somebody else would be there on Thursday, and somebody would be on call. But what you probably will see is an ambulance service or something like that that's there to be able to rush people to get medical attention if something really, really.
So what about testing? So when they test, I mean, does that have to be administered on these quick tests by a doctor or no?
No, the test can be administered by anybody.
Right now, our tests are being administered by the guard on the state level.
Yeah,
I just didn't know, like, the quick test, not the. I don't know which one are they going to be doing. I'm curious. Like, are they going to be doing the stick thing up your nose to your brain, or do they?
Up your nose one, but they're going to also have thermal scans. They'll probably have a lot of other stuff because they're going to start practicing protocols that the universities are going to practice on regular students. I mean, they're even talking about making sure that, like, how you normally have your 8 to 9 o'clock class, and then there's another one, there's a 9:30 to here. Like, they're talking about spacing that to even that out. So, like, it'll be 8 to 9:15. The next class is until 10 o'clock. They can't be till 10, so that you have enough time to be able to adequately always assess whoever's coming here. So I assume athletics will probably be the guinea pigs when it comes to that. But
at the end of then that comes back to how often you're going to test people, right? I mean, so if somebody tests negative on Monday, it doesn't mean they can't test positive on Wednesday,
right,
Thursday.
right, and they don't test again till the following Monday. They've had 5 days of exposure.
Right. It's unrealistic to from in all scenarios of, and it really in all walks of life, like, and, even at the radio station, right? They could say, all right, we're testing everybody every Monday, but what's that really accomplishing? I mean, not a tremendous amount, because there's a bunch of days in between Monday to Monday, and globally, we're never going to be at the point where we're testing every person in every setting, from a high school to a college to pro sports on a daily basis.
So we should all stay inside, Doc?
You should all stay inside? No.
I was joking.
We shouldn't all stay inside.
Okay, good.
We
I mean, things got to get back. We got to get back to whatever our new normal is.
Thank you.
And be as kind of as cautious as we can, because I think we certainly aren't through this, and this is still a serious problem. I mean, close to 100,000 people have already died, so it still is a serious problem. But things have to trend towards trying to get back to normal and adapting as best as we can.
My wife just sent me a text about CDC guidelines for reopening schools. I guess just came out. Wow. You want to talk about, like, if this is any indication of the way anything else is going to go, this is a whole different ballgame.
Any spitting or chewing tobacco allowed?
No.
Nah, the mask, desk have to be a certain way.
Teachers have to wear masks.
Certain amount.
Everybody
has to.
Everybody has
The
to wear
kids?
masks.
Yeah,
Yes.
certain amount of
Oh my
separation.
God! What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg, JJ.
yeah, it's a lot of.
I mean, this bullet pointed. I mean,
So you're gonna tell a 6-year-old you got to keep this mask on all day?
it's
Good luck
stagger
with that.
arrival and departure times for students.
That's happened before. I'm not worried about that.
Well, but they're still all in the same school. I'm not real sure what that does.
No, I mean, I don't even know for the virus, but like if you go anywhere, like the school I was zoned for has IB program, but it's a hood school, so we had staggered. They didn't want the smart kids getting bullied by the regular civilians.
Not everybody went to school at the same time.
Distance.
Like if there was 3 bells, so there was a first bell is for the smart kids. Let them get to their class because typically they're unathletic.
No
Let them get there a little
way.
faster. And then the second bell was for some other kids.
They didn't even trust the locals to get out to not beat up the smart kids.
Dude, bullying
James,
didn't just start, man.
No,
Bullying didn't just start.
it's been going on.
What were you
James,
saying?
which bell were you on?
Me, I didn't end up not going to that school, but like I would actually I got accepted into the IB program, but they wouldn't have let me play sports, and they bragged about homework. And I asked the kid, "Are you trying to get me to come, or are you trying to deter me from coming? Because you're doing a damn good job of making sure that I don't sign up by bragging about homework."
So how about no cafeterias and no playgrounds?
That sucks. That
That's
really
cool.
sucks.
Only prepackaged boxes or bags of food instead of cafeteria food. Kids will
No
eat in
square
the
pizza?
classrooms. No field trips, assemblies, or anything like that.
If I can't have square pizza, I'm skipping.
They
Same
haven't had
Children's
square
Day
pizza,
with
though.
same staff.
I'll let you know.
No switching groups of teachers or
You
teachers.
said you've never had square pizza?
No, they stopped eating square pizza a
Oh.
while ago. I was very
That's
disappointed.
disgusting.
My son ate pizza every Friday at school, and I saw what he ate and what he was excited
Was it
about.
in
and what-
triangles?
Doc, is this
Oh,
really?
That's disgusting.
Yo, we have Doc on. We're not.
Sorry.
We're sitting here talking about
Sorry,
square
Doc.
freaking
Doc,
pizza.
have you heard about the parallel universe that NASA found?
It's the Space Force.
Oh, look
Doc,
it up.
seriously,
I'm
is
a
this
little
stuff?
behind.
Is this stuff that
Look
I'm
it up.
reading? Is this even doable?
So I hadn't heard anything about that. That must be somewhat recent. I know your wife's a teacher, so she probably has close eyes on that. Boy, that's going to be hard to do across the board.
I mean, is it really doable to have a bunch of 5- and 6-year-olds saying, "Hey, you have to stay 6 feet apart"?
Like
Your
they're
desk is
peeing
6
their
feet
pants.
Like,
still.
right? I mean, is this? Are we? Daily health and daily temperature checks at schools. I mean, things like 1 child per seat. You have to skip rows on buses. I get that this is a serious thing, but this, like, is this really going to be a new normal for us?
That's going to be a hard thing to enforce across the board for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the bottom line is this: this is really sort of a regional, local thing, right? There's places where this just hasn't affected communities that significantly, and then there's other places where it's been devastating. So, I think everyone wants to be cautious, but it really needs to be on a local basis, handled on a local basis.
Yeah.
I have friends in the Northeast who have we're kind of fortunate in Jacksonville, right? Things have been relatively calm here, but I'm from the Northeast. I have friends in the Northeast who have a completely different perspective on this. Where it's just run rampant through towns and communities. And so, I think we've been fortunate in Jacksonville. For sure.
Basically, what Doc just hit us with, guys, is I have rich friends in the Hamptons.
Yeah. I'm an elitist.
I've never even been to the Hamptons.
Anything going on at Southeast we need to know about? Like any new that y'all still doing the urgent ortho walk-ins?
Yeah, we're still doing the urgent ortho walk-ins Monday to Friday, 5. But we're trying to kind of get in our little world of orthopedics. We're trying to get things back to normal as much as we can. Elective surgeries are back and ramped up, so catching up on the surgeries that had to get postponed from COVID and back to seeing patients, pretty routinely in the office with a bunch of new precautions. I mean, no different than school. I mean, we're doing things completely differently. Used to be I would shake 50 people's hands a day, and now it's 0. And everyone wears gloves and masks, and so it certainly is a different normal. But we're trying to get back to as close as we can.
So if you've been putting off getting that knee injury looked at or that shoulder injury, now you can call Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and go see Dr. Swanson, and rest assured they're doing everything to keep everybody healthy and safe. And then if surgery is required, you can book that surgery and have that surgery now. That's all correct, right?
Correct. Yep. We can get, elective surgeries. Essentially we're back doing, everything that we were doing prior to March.
So you can go to se-ortho.com to hear about all their locations or to read about all their locations, the doctors that they have, everything, all their different specialties. Or you can call 904-634-0640. They do a ton of stuff, but if it's a knee or a shoulder, ask for Dr. Swanson at Southeast Ortho. And I'm assuming we're still not allowing guests at the golf club.
This week, we're back.
Okay. All right. I'm waiting on my text, Doc.
All right, buddy.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. That's Dr. Chris Swanson from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Appreciate you, man.
I already hung up on him.
Oh, well, thanks.
Rude.
Not even a problem. No, geez. Just bump the doctor. Hang up on him.
Bye.
Somebody asked us on Facebook to do a win-loss prediction for the Big Three. Is that Florida State and Georgia?
It's disrespectful.
It is, because we've beaten one of the teams you just mentioned 3 straight years.
Oh, that's right. So maybe it's Florida, Miami, and FIU.
Facts.
Or UCF.
Or Florida, UCF, FIU.
Yeah.
UCF's won a national championship.
Yeah. So it's really UCF, Florida, and then FIU.
We'll figure out which 3 it is, and we'll do that coming up next.
Be responsible for making people smile. This is 1010XL.
And is there anything that makes people smile more than football?
The home of Jacksonville sports fans.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Your home's plumbing is essential, now more than ever. That's why Fenwick Plumbing remains on call, essential, staffed, and here for you. Fenwick is an essential business, locally operated for over 50 years, and ready to handle all repairs with an A+ rated care. As good neighbors, Fenwick pros put your well-being first with frequent hand washing, disinfectant, and gloves when available. Right now, get $50 off your next repair. All you got to do is trust the pros at Fenwick and call 660-0556 or visit fenwickplumbing.com.
At David & Associates, our mission is to practice exceptional orthodontics and go above and beyond to ensure a pleasant and rewarding patient experience. Our new state-of-the-art dental facility has the latest orthodontic technology. At our office, We pride ourselves on offering outstanding and affordable orthodontic care. You can start braces for only $129 per month, financed in-house with no interest or fees. Don't want to wear braces? We are the clear aligner experts. For around $79 a month, less than you would pay for your daily coffee. You can do the most complex case with unlimited aligners, case refinements, and full retainers. The total fee is only $39.95. For cases requiring 10 aligners or less, the fee is only $24.95 or payments as low as $49 per month. We accept most insurance assignments, so for many, the above fees are reduced by nearly half. Call David & Associates for a free consultation for a beautiful smile that can last a lifetime.
The Edge Group wants to buy your house right now. If you need to sell your house, get an all-cash offer and close in as little as 10 days. Don't waste another day letting your house sit on the market. Beat the rush, get your home sold, and get it sold for the most money. Put cash in your pocket right now. Whether it's old, new, in need of repairs, the Edge Group will buy your home, and it won't charge you a penny in commission. So don't wait. Right now is the best time to sell and protect your equity and future. Call the Edge Group right now and get an all-cash offer at 474-5851. No one helps more homeowners get more money than the Edge Group. So call them now at 474-5851. There is no obligation, no risk. Call the Edge Group today to see what your home is worth and get an all-cash offer today from the Edge Group at 474-5851. The Edge Group at Keller Williams Realty.
Take advantage of working from home and get that project or spring cleaning done now. Rick Ballou here for Small Haul Dumpsters. They offer short-term dumpster rental with low rates and zero hidden fees. Saving you more on any size cleanup. Give Small Haul Dumpsters a call today. 552-5555 or go to smallhauldumpsters.com to reserve your Small Haul dumpster today and get $50 off your first rental. Call today, 552-5555 or go to smallhauldumpsters.com.
Get inside the Gators with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference because we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Need to replenish your company's supply of promo items? Make the call to Hardball today and let Hardball do it all. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Brakes for less is what we do. We know drums, rotors, pads, and shoes. If there's a squeal in your wheel, come see the best. 733 Stop.
Brakes for less.
All we do
are brakes for less.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
It is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Get to thehumidor.com for all your cigar needs. Get you a bunch of them on thehumidor.com because they've got a ton to choose from. Huge selection, already low prices. Load up that cart. When you check out, type in Sports Den, all lowercase, all one word, and you will get 20% off, and they'll be shipped right to your house.
Was this what Michael Jordan was listening to on The Last Dance?
Cypress Hill? No.
Was that the one?
What was he listening to?
He said it.
He said he was
and
listening.
I didn't know, but I'm like not.
Kenny Lattimore.
Yeah.
And
I'm pulling it up.
Kenny Lattimore is a song called Never Too Busy. He makes the song as one of his more popular songs. There's no way in hell he's listening to Kenny Lattimore moving
Just
like
the
that.
way he was.
Like if he's listening to Kenny Lattimore moving like that, he is awkward. He's a psychopath.
I was going to
He's
say,
a real psychopath.
did anybody else find that he didn't really have rhythm?
Oh, got to turn off NASCAR. Sorry about that.
This is good. This is good. This is one of them songs like if you want to vibe and you want to set the mood, this is it right here. Kenny Lattimore was smooth, light-skinned brother.
So you think that Jordan was like bobbing his head a little too fast?
JJ, just look at me like this.
Yeah, that doesn't work
It
out.
doesn't make sense
Yeah.
for this. I got things on my mind.
Maybe he was listening to a different Kenny Lott.
This guy's already balding. That's the one thing he doesn't have going for him.
And the
But yeah,
suit
he's a
game was
good-looking
better
guy.
than MJ's. The
See,
suit actually
I don't
fit.
want to make fun of their outfits because
It was the
This
time.
was the time too. The song came out in '96.
Yeah, he does look better than Jordan did.
Like,
But Jordan's still wearing those outfits
wearing them.
to this day.
Jordan looks like a Dick Tracy villain.
See?
He's over there.
And we come back from break with more Jordan hate. I don't
No,
even know
it's
how.
not hate.
Oh,
It's
my
not
God.
hate. It's just what he was wearing. Anyways, somebody asked the question.
Yes. Somebody asked us to do wins and losses for the big three. So
I've done mine.
what order should we go? Should we go Florida
South
and
Florida.
then UCF and then FIU? Or should we do UCF, FIU, and then Florida?
Well, Willie is at FAU, so.
No, it's
So they're immediately eliminated.
We don't talk. Like I told somebody, we don't speak about him in my house anymore.
Damn, it's like that.
There's some hurt feelings, man. James was ride or die. I don't
got his
blame.
money,
I
dog.
do
He
not
didn't
blame
get
James.
himself fired.
I don't blame
Or
James
he
for
didn't
this.
fire himself.
When somebody betrays you the way Willie betrayed James Coleman, no,
He lied.
you got to cut bait with that. I am pro Coleman on this one.
To his defense, the players weren't very good, but he didn't help.
Ain't that the truth?
He didn't help.
He had a plan. Just didn't give him
Yeah,
time.
we have a plan.
One thing I do
The
is
rest of the country wanted y'all to keep him.
I respect him though, because it was the biggest heist in NCAA history
Since the Lufthansa heist, I can never say it right.
since
Nick Foles.
Since Ocean's
Yeah.
Nick Foles was I would say, but Nick Foles is mainstream. He's Caucasian, so he's I'll say
He was allowed to do that.
African American. The biggest heist in African American history was by William Jerome Taggart.
Yeah.
Okay, win-loss for Florida. Let's start there.
I have mine, yeah. 10-2. 10-2.
10-2, huh?
I have them losing to Georgia and LSU.
Yep, that's me. There's not another. If you guys lose to anybody other than those guys, then you should be extremely.
Why are y'all so confident on LSU?
I'm not confident. That would be the one that I would question out of the
LSU's
two.
at Florida, right?
Right. See,
I would say Georgia definitely. LSU.
if I'm going by who I think they will beat, I'm going to say 11-1. But I'm going to say 10-2 because I do think there will be that game. I don't think it'll be LSU though.
You already said Tennessee.
That one scares me because of how good they're going to be up front. Kentucky scares me, but see, Kentucky's at home. Kentucky scares me just because of recent history. The last 4 years have been. You could make the argument that Kentucky has beaten themselves. Florida has not beaten Kentucky in 5 years. I mean, you think about the uncovered guys up in Lexington. You think about last year with Felipe going down and Kentucky just going straight base and giving up everything. Right? You think about, they did beat them in Gainesville the year before that.
Yes.
There's been so many different things that now Kentucky is kind of the new Missouri for me as a Florida fan. It's like,
well, Missouri actually used to beat y'all.
Well, Kentucky did beat us 2 years ago.
No, Missouri beat you the first 2 years.
Yeah,
and that was a long time ago.
They've definitely beat you since.
Well, they beat Drew Lock, beat the crap out
Yeah.
of us. I'm gonna say 10-2, but I'm gonna say that LSU is not one of them. I think Florida beats LSU. That's at home. Although, what does that really matter if, depending on the fans,
Right.
if they're there or not?
I will say this.
I think
very
LSU's gonna struggle
cocky
this year.
by FloridaGators.com to put in the schedule December 5th, SEC football championship game.
They
Already on.
Everybody does that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's not just them.
Yeah.
I want to give them a hard time, but I'm not going to give them about that.
Okay, so let me ask you this, guys, about Florida. Could they beat Georgia?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so too.
Halloween night, by the way.
That's crazy. Man, imagine if there's no fans at that one.
That would be so weak.
That would.
They would then Kirby would be right. Then Kirby would have won.
That would.
What do you mean?
Just play it.
Oh, home and home.
Home and home.
I wonder if they would do that. I wonder if they
For
would
this
just,
year?
Yeah, well, you couldn't do that because where would you go? That would.
And
be
would it
interesting.
even matter? Like, why would you? I don't know. I'm being optimistic that by October 31st, we'll be able to have crowds.
Yeah.
I just personally believe.
So I guess what I'm getting
to
is
crowds.
we're all in agreement that if Florida hits a stride, they've got a team that could go undefeated in the regular season.
Yeah.
Dang it, man.
They're not going to though, so relax.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't think so either.
I'm not mad about that.
But I think it's the first time I've said that since Urban was there.
I've wanted to go to a Gator. I haven't been to not Gator Bowl, Florida Georgia game in years. You know, like every year, like we play somebody, but I was like, at least let it be away. But
who do y'all play?
We play Pittsburgh at home.
You would rather go see Pittsburgh than Florida Georgia?
I would rather get a check. I don't get paid very much when I break Florida Gator news. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but anytime I say anything about UF, people automatically assume it's the worst, even if I'm being complimentary.
So we're all saying 10-2 for Florida. That's where we're at.
Yes.
Okay, so UCF?
I haven't looked at their schedule, but I know who they play week 2.
Okay, so we'll do Florida State. I'll give in. All right, hold on.
Well, we have to just say this first. FIU at UCF, week 2, September 12th.
Game day.
Dude.
Game day's going to be there.
Hell yes. Lee Corso puts on the old Panther.
Is that what they are?
Yeah. How dare you act like you don't
They're
know?
getting drummed week 1, though.
Who, FIU?
Jackson
UCF.
State? Oh.
They play North Carolina.
Oh, we're having North Carolina's quarterback, Sam Howell, on XL Primetime tomorrow, 12:15.
And North Carolina's coming to
40 touchdowns, baby.
Wait, Sam Howell?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
They cleared that?
I don't know how it works, but yes.
Interesting. Mac Brown is losing his mind.
Dude, he doesn't care. He's up there. I'm not going to say it because we had him on the show. He seems like a great guy. But it just seems odd to me that all of a sudden they're doing amazing in recruiting.
Oh, they're bags. They're driving bags. They just getting paid.
Not alleging anything.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, they can lie. They should lie. Our job is to tell the truth. Well, nobody think about North Carolina before Matt got there.
Yeah, it looks suspicious.
All right, Florida State.
9 wins.
I have them at 7-5.
Oh, wow. Who are the two outside of the 3 obvious that I know you have?
There was a couple that I didn't have like specific teams out of losses, but like in groups of 2, I was like, they'll lose one of these games. Like Louisville, Pitt, I think you'll lose one of those games.
So like West Virginia, Samford, Boise State, NC State, there's a loss in there.
One of them. I said, yeah, the
one.
first 3 I said they'll lose one, and then North Carolina State, Clemson, they're gonna definitely lose to Clemson. I think I gave them a win against North Carolina State.
And then Florida.
I have them losing against. What did I say? Louisville or Pitt?
You said 7-5.
Miami, I have them losing.
I'm gonna say 8-4.
I have them losing to the Gators.
I'm gonna say 8-4.
I can see any of those, but
Yeah.
8-4. I think here's the reality. Is if Mike Norvell can't win 8 or 9 games, then Mike Norvell wasn't a good hire.
Already, dude?
No, just think about again. Where was FSU at last year?
What if they win 8 this year?
If he wins, I said it. If he wins 8, it's good.
Oh, okay.
If he only wins 7 games, you could have kept that. You could have saved yourself
Yeah.
money. You could have saved
7's
yourself
not
$5
great.
million.
I'm gonna say
But you get a year head start on like rebuilding things because imagine if Willie
See, that's the thing.
would
when
have won 7
see, what
again.
happens is people are saying that, but FSU does not have time for that. We have 2 years. Year
Why?
3,
What's in 2 years?
Year 3, we have LSU, Notre Dame, Clemson, Florida, Miami, and then who knows? During that time, North Carolina.
That schedule.
They put the LSU schedule on there, and that just happens to be when Notre Dame falls on us. Like it's not. They are coming. It is real. Like I don't like when people are like,
Yeah,
look,
this year is super soft.
people
compared
like the
to
next 2 years are like, if you can't win during this and get your guys in so that they're prepared for when the schedule actually gets tough, dude, you're going to be fired in 5 years. And it's going to be dreadful for Florida State fans because everything that everybody else has actually experienced, you're going to experience all their years of hurt in one time. And you thought what you call the lost decade, which you at least won 3 ACC titles in and had opportunity to play in 2 national championships if the ball bounced your way.
Like
You're going to see, you're going to be like, wow, we were spoiled as hell, which we were. You went 40 seasons without having 1 losing season. Nobody, none of the guys who are in the year in and year out are in the top 25 can say the same thing. So now you're going to feel all that hurt, and you're going to wish. This is the curse of Bobby, I think.
I'm going to be honest about something when I look at Florida State's schedule. I don't know a damn thing about Syracuse. I don't know a thing about Boston College. I know nothing about Pitt or Louisville or Wake Forest. Or, for that matter, I don't really know much about NC State. I know they just got a really good quarterback commit. West Virginia. I don't know anything about those guys. So when I look at it, I'm kind of like JJ. I'm like, okay, Boise State's at Boise State.
Boise State is good.
Really well coached.
They bring a lot. They bring everybody back.
Loss, in my mind.
Not
Clemson loss.
Not mad at that.
Florida loss. And then there's one of those other ones that I don't know about, be it Miami or be it.
See, I think there's at least two.
Yeah, right. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I also see James' side. Like, I also, because I don't know any of those teams.
They're going to be more talented than those teams. Well, I would assume.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Like
I also think that this prolonged period of not being there hurts Florida State a lot.
Let's just look at it like this. No matter what we feel about Florida State made a bowl game, right? Wasn't a good one.
Yeah.
They made
yeah.
Syracuse, did they make one? I don't think so. Boston College didn't, and they lost their best player to the best players.
See,
in the
I
NFL.
don't even know that stuff.
No, but I'm saying, like, this is me telling people from knowing this.
Did
like,
Louisville make one?
Yes, they ended up doing, but we beat Louisville.
Right? No, I'm trying to go back. Like, that's the thing.
NC State.
The ACC's got to do a better job of marketing their program.
NC State didn't do one, and
Louisville
NC State's
went
worse than they
8-5
were last year. Louisville
went 8-5.
Yeah, Derek Satterfield did a really good job of not letting them in. Actually, after the Florida State game, they actually really did well after that.
Miami hung 50 on them.
I'm going to tell you something about West Virginia.
And then didn't score for 3 weeks.
West Virginia's got a very good coach.
Yes.
Is that Dana?
No, he left. Remember, he
Dana's
went to
at
Houston.
Houston.
They got the guy
Yeah,
from
with
Troy
Troy,
2 years ago.
Do we know his name?
I do, and it's just escaped my stinking
Bob
mind.
Huggins.
But let me ask you this, though.
Neil Brown.
Like, so when people say that, and I agree with you, right? What is Mike Norvell?
I think he's a good coach.
That's my point.
No.
It's like,
But he was there last year. The West Virginia coach was there last year.
That stuff means something if you're telling me about Clemson game plan. If Florida and Florida State were on a Manny versus Mike Norvell, means something a little bit more.
Mike Norvell's a way better coach.
I believe him, man. He's been there longer. He has his pieces. It's why it's the conundrum that I have with FSU fans, even though you're not one. When I tell them, I know Mike's not known to be a good recruiter right now. See, he's not bad. He's unproven on this level, and that's true. So we have to see. But people are like, well, let's wait till he gets on the field. And I'm like, cool. So he has something to sell. And then you ask Florida State fan, well, what do you think FSU is going to do? Oh, well, if we win 7 games, that'd be great. What is that? Just tell anybody with logic. Tell me, what does that prove to a recruit if you win 7 games?
Got things on the right track.
You're just
same record as last year.
You're slightly better than what we had before.
Yeah.
What is slightly better? The record is the record. My thing is, if I believe Mike Norvell is as good of a coach as what people say he is, then I know FSU was 3 games of 4-minute offense away from winning 9 games last year with a crappy schedule. This same team, a majority of them are back.
So let me ask this. What's more important? And I know the wins. This is going to sound silly, but hear me out. Is it more important to win the games that you should win or to not get blown out the water by Clemson and Florida?
It's more
from a recruiting standpoint.
It's more important to win the games you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
People can respect.
What was Clemson last year? It wasn't as bad as
it wasn't as bad as the year before. But people are not expecting you to beat Clemson. Matter of fact, you've been beat so bad the last 2 years by Clemson. They're just going to be happy you show up. And
it was only 45-14 last year.
Yeah, whatever.
Florida State didn't score in the first half.
Florida, you got to bet you want to have a good showing. But if you really go back and look at last year, they got punched in the mouth, punched right back until our offensive coordinator decided to stop going to the guy who was any good. Miami, that should be a game you should be able to win because it's been competitive, even in the 3 losses.
Yep.
But you're okay with that. But to lose to make Samford a competitive game, that's just disrespectful on your part.
No, that's a good point. You got to blow those teams out.
North Carolina State, they always give us a tough time, but they are not any good right now. They're transitioning. They lost a lot of coaches and a lot of players. I'll give you Boise. I shouldn't give you Boise, but I'm going to give you Boise. I don't know, man.
At least they're a historically good program. Boise.
Well, let's get to Miami real quick because we're way behind.
I have them at 8-4, but I could see them 7-5, 6 and whatever. Their schedule's so soft.
It's been that way the last couple of years.
Yeah.
They've had one of the worst schedules. Oh, yeah.
Dude, they played LSU a couple years ago
and got waxed.
I'm just saying, like, at least those guys are on the schedule. Not
they played
this
LSU
year.
and then they played Florida and then the rest of the schedule.
Yeah, so how can you say that?
The Manny Bowl is week 1.
Here's what Temple,
Yes.
UAB,
Revenge game.
Michigan
Wagner.
State, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, Virginia, Florida State. That's 18. Did Virginia Tech make one? Like, we say how weak it is, but that's 8 teams that just railed off that went to a bowl game. That's how people judge schedules.
But all of them
Temple?
were like 8 wins at the most.
Maybe 2 were in the top 25.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Virginia took Florida to the wire.
Miami
Not saying
beat
they will. They
Virginia
lost
last
their
year.
quarterback.
Miami beat
but
Virginia
they
last
lost their
year. That's how
quarterback.
not great they are.
UNC, you're about to interview them on XL Primetime because they got one of the best.
I counted that
quarterbacks.
as a loss.
Michigan State is historically you guys struggle against Big Ten teams.
I counted that as a loss.
Temple.
I'm gonna go.
Temple, you took 2 of their better players, which isn't fair.
I counted Temple as a win. I counted
Should
them
be.
to go 3-0.
UAB.
I'm gonna go 9-3
UAB.
here.
Don't say that.
No, I am. I think De'Aaron King is a very good player. I think he's exactly what Miami needs. I don't think he's
And Lashley, bro.
Heisman hype, and I was getting there. I really like Rhett Lashley. I like their offensive coordinator. Michigan State's not what they usually are. New coach that they way overspent for.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9-3.
It's just like every year recently, the last, month of the season, they just completely fall off. The season goes off the rails after the FSU.
I'm going to say the
game.
same thing.
We joke. You beat FSU and then it's over.
Yeah.
Well, this year there's only 3 games after FSU. So
By the way, you can get tickets as low as $15 for the Temple game.
And you may not even be able
You
to
may
go.
not be able to go.
I'm going to say 9-3, but I easily could see them 6-6 or 7-5.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
What do you have, Matt?
I think 9-3 is unrespectful.
I'll take that right now.
Like, I know Pittsburgh has a good D line. I'm gonna tell you why. I will eventually. I think Lashley, if he's able to stay around, will be the good thing for you. But if you guys are gonna go they're gonna truly run this up-tempo offense,
That's all he knows how to do.
it's not gonna end well for you guys. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean your line. You have to like you have a
You
team.
mean like defensively wise?
Both. Like, your offense has been designed to go 80 to 85 plays at max, and now you're going to go hot faster than that. And you're deep. Anytime you run up tempo, it
affects both sides
your
of the
defense.
ball.
The only guy who's been able to handle that, and even he got ridiculed for it, is Rondé at LSU. He happened to have
Well,
the
you
offense
didn't
that was one
hire-
of the best offenses in NCAA history.
You didn't hire Lashley to not do that.
Right, that's
You
what I'm
hired
saying.
Lashley to
You
do
hired
that.
him to score and to put pressure on
Right.
opposing teams. But if
Take
he's
pressure
not
off our defense.
if he's not scoring and it puts pressure
No,
on
you're
your
right.
defense,
Who's like, oh, we just were out here 30 seconds
who's
ago.
already as good as people remember them because of the turnovers, your defense is bend don't break.
It's been like that.
So
Even when they were getting turnovers back then.
So like if you're pushing that defense and you still have voids in the interior D line, like your D you have really good one in Nesta, but but after that it's kind of
and the ends are good. I mean,
Yeah.
Russo is going to be a
you
top
got better
5
at
pick,
end,
maybe.
which sucks.
Hey, we got to take a break.
We do.
We're way behind. We got 8 o'clock coming up next.
It's like pulling up a chair at the cantina.
I see your point, sir.
XL Prime Time.
Well, come on.
Weekdays noon to 3.
R2!
On 1010 XL.
All
offers with approved credit without a conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Drive forward.
With inventories up and prices down, car buying has never been easier. When you buy at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington, shop online and have your new car, truck, or SUV delivered to your home or office.
Get 0% for 72 months.
Make no payments for 120 days. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington.
9600 Atlantic Boulevard, across from the Regency Square Mall.
As the economy begins its comeback, these businesses are back in business.
Roland Reich Plumbing, Mariano's Custom Tailor, and Luke Law.
If your business is back, let us know at 1010xl.com.
AC making noise? Not working like it used to? Whether replacing or servicing your AC unit, you can count on Lloyd's Heating and Air. They have trustworthy technicians who are clean and reliable. With top brands like Carrier, turn to the experts. Large rebates and several financing options are available now, like 6 months or 12 months, same as cash, coupled with rebates on certain machines. Call today for details. Only at Lloyd's Heating and Air. Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is back to normal business hours. In conjunction with Baptist Health, JOI and JOI Rehab are following the best practices to provide you and their employees with a safe environment, including patients and staff wearing masks and the ability to utilize their new virtual waiting room. JOI is still offering telehealth services if you prefer to do so. If you have questions before coming in for an appointment, please call JOI 2000. JOI, where the pros go.
No better time to support your local restaurants. Leon Searcy here for Wingstop. All your 6 Wingstop locations are locally owned and operated. Wingstop always has specialized in carryout, but now all locations are delivering. From Orange Park, the north side, the south side to the beaches. You know my favorite. I'm a lemon pepper guy. We're here for the community. Order online or download the app. You can pick it up at the store, order at the store to go, or have it delivered.
Can't stop. Wingstop.
Hey, it's Allie McDeal, and I have exciting news to share. Best Bet will be reopening this Friday, May 22nd at 10 a.m. That's right, both of our Best Bet locations in Jacksonville and Orange Park will reopen this Friday at 10 a.m., ready to provide you with a fun-filled experience in a safe environment. Our professional staff will be following and enforcing enhanced safety guidelines at both locations. Come out and have some fun. We look forward to welcoming you back to our card rooms. Best Bet, experience the best.
It's been a challenging year, and exceptional people have risen to the occasion. Now's the time to recognize them. Know someone who's making an impact in our community? Nominate them to be this year's TIAA Bank Community Champion. Each winning nominee will receive a $1,000 donation towards their cause, and will share their story with the world. Visit TIAABank.com/community champion for details, terms, and conditions. The deadline to nominate is June 26th. Visit TIAABank.com/community champion.
McKeever Clinic is home to the first advanced prostate cancer center in Jacksonville. This is Dr. West, urologist at McKeever Clinic. Our clinic is staffed with 2 urologists that specialize in advanced prostate cancer care and management. You'll also have a dedicated nurse navigator that will coordinate timing, medications, insurance, and patient assistance. We're conveniently located off AC Skinner Parkway on the south side. Contact our specialists at McKeever at 355-6583 to discuss your treatment options.
Peninsular Pest Control can help you with bugs inside and outside of your home. Our trained service technicians specialize in treating interior and exterior pest problems. Whether it's mosquito suppression or ant control, they stand behind their service. Schedule a free consultation by phone or online at crittergetter.com. Ask about the $30 discount on new services. Remember, Peninsular is your Critter Getter.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Let's have lunch with Leon.
When you're an NFL player, you do a lot of dumb things.
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
Brought to you by Wingstop. Weekdays from noon till 1:30 on 1010XL. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hate out.
8 o'clock every single night, brought to you by Loose Air Quality, the good people at Loose Air Quality. Environmental testing for your home or your business, commercial, residential, they do it both. You need to get to Loose Air Quality if you're having some air quality concerns, because you don't need to ignore that. That's the big thing. Just don't ignore it, because it's going to end up getting worse. People are going to end up getting sick. And then it's going to end up costing you a ton of money. So if you don't care about people getting sick, but you do care about your money, then you're still going to lose in it if you ignore. Get to Loose Air Quality. You live in Florida, like, there's going to be mold issues. This is kind of part of living here. They can test for it. They can tell you what's going on with your air quality. They can tell you trouble spots. They can tell you if you're perfectly fine. If you're looking to buy a house, I would suggest getting Loose Air Quality involved in that process to make sure you're moving into something that doesn't already have some air quality issues. If you're a big landlord, I would probably hit them up just to make sure your properties are all good. You don't know what's going on in those properties. You could have a tenant like James that has an $1,800 fine on his record from an HOA. Just kidding. James is a good tenant. Get to Loose Air Quality, LUCE airquality.com, or call them at 904-803-1014. That's Loose Air Quality. Do y'all have a 8 o'clock?
I do.
Okay.
You've been consistent
pretty
lately.
angry, man.
I'm hating on Corona because it's taking away an important headline that needs to be. This should be like on the news.
Okay.
Constantly.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
And we got into it a little bit with Doc. But NASA scientists have detected evidence of parallel universe.
I don't even know what that means.
Where the time runs backwards. So basically, they did a study. This is why it needs to be on TV so they can explain it to us, because I'm reading this and I have no idea what they're talking about. So apparently they set something up in Antarctica, and there was like some wind particles and all this stuff. But basically, it implies that particles were actually traveling backwards in time.
Are you sure they weren't just looking at a mirror?
So they're saying that during the Big Bang Theory, which was like 14 billion years ago, 2 universes were formed. So like ours that we know and love, but then one that's exactly like ours, but that runs backwards time-wise.
So they're counting down to the end?
They're like,
that sucks.
I guess.
They've seen the end in the beginning.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you really can't wrap your head around time, regardless of what you believe.
It's crazy, right?
You can't wrap your head around time. It's impossible.
And think about this. If those people in the parallel universe, they think we're the backwards ones.
Facts.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, it is.
I give you JJ.
Are you sure they weren't just looking at a mirror and everything?
I think
They could be lying to us, so we would never know.
Some of it they're just making up and stretching.
Should we ask Dobbs about this?
This would be perfect to ask him about that. Ask a Dobbs segment.
This was
I just got some. We need him to make it. We got to root for him and the fullback.
For a
ask
segment.
a Dobb segment.
Let me see if I can get Dobbs to come in tomorrow night.
That'd be sick.
We can talk about this.
Now,
Trey Bars and
they
Max.
also, and during this time, there have been some really, really good revelations. We have
about the parallel universe.
They literally told us
UFOs exist.
UFOs and aliens exist.
They're releasing everything
They have
now.
said it. They are doing everything to get people to stop talking about COVID.
Yes.
And all people are doing is going right back and forth with each other.
I think the opposite. I think they're leaking this or getting rid of this stuff knowing that everybody just wants to talk about COVID.
Right.
So we can
We're
release all the
arguing,
bad
So
stuff
are you
now.
saying that
And
you
we're
two are on
battling each
parallel
other?
universes?
Oh,
In a parallel universe, Bill Polian was right. Technically,
we got to talk about that.
He was. I mean,
Minshew is a better scrambling quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
Stride for stride with Lamar Jackson per
what?
Pro Football Focus or one
I'll
of
read the
those
stat. Hold
things,
on.
which could be my 8 o'clock.
Basically, they were comparing yards last season between Lamar Jackson and here it is. Okay, last year most rushing yard on scrambles. Minshew had 350. Lamar 430 in more games.
Oh, on scrambles.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, not on
he
design
didn't have
run
1,000
plays.
yard rushing. Yeah.
But what
scramble yards a game? Minshew 29.2. Lamar 26.9.
You know who this was similar to? There was a guy that was on a video game, and Nike had a shoe contract for him, and they centered it around the experience. It's really good for humans, not so much for animals. But it was the Michael Vick experience. They centered it around all of this.
Ron Mexico.
For ladies too, apparently. It's not that great of an experience.
Yes.
But when we went on our playoff run against the Buffalo Bills, do you know who was second to Michael Vick?
Yes, I do. I'm not going to steal your thunder. No.
Oh, no.
No.
Blake, Matthias, Bortles.
Rushing in the playoffs?
No,
period.
No, what was the stat?
Like athletic ability, evasiveness, per
yards
rushed. He was right there.
Blake was a weapon.
So you know what that tells me about these stats? They're all BS.
They're bunk.
Because there's nobody who's comparing Blake, BB5
to Ron
Mexico. And there's not a soul out here who's like, you know what? When I think of the fastest quarterback,
you know who was really good at running the football?
Gardner's that guy. You know,
I mean,
Gardner is good at scrambling out of the pocket.
I can hear Hack saying, Gardner Minshew is really underrated as a run. Did you know he's second to Lamar Jackson?
Dude, do not give Hack this stat. Do not give Hack this stat.
Which one of us when we think?
You know, I'm not a Jag guy. I'm not the most positive guy.
I'm not the optimist guy. But I will say this. Minshew is just as good as Lamar Jackson.
I mean, which one of us hadn't got him confused?
I know.
Have y'all ever seen them both in the same place at the same time?
Never. What happened? What it is Gardner Minshew is Lamar Jackson with a mustache. He puts the mustache on, and nobody can. Nobody knows who he is.
There's somebody listening to us right now that don't listen to our show. And they're like, these guys are idiots.
Gardner's way better than Lamar.
Lamar's not even supposed to be a quarterback.
Shout out to I don't know what the text line's popping, but it's probably.
I'd have to have a computer up to get the text.
Shout out to my man David Douglas. Listens to us all the time. Hits us up on the Twitter too. If we are wearing masks, there will be at the shopbiggame.com store.
Are you serious?
There will be MFTK masks. We will be looking into producing these. I will. If my son, I'm telling you right now, Twin Lakes, if my son got to wear a mask, he's wearing the damn mask that I bought him.
Yeah, he is.
And we're brand.
I'm hoping for your brand's sake that there's a second wave, just so there could be more masks. Just kidding, guys.
I'm just gonna make sure I have a comma.
All right, so 343 texted in just now. He says, "Time is an illusion. All time is in the measurement of how many times you go around the sun. If the Earth stopped spinning, time would not exist.
We would die.
Yeah, we would die.
Spinning,
I don't even want to talk about this because I
time
seriously
wouldn't exist because we wouldn't know.
Am I the only one that has thought about this? I cannot wrap my head around time.
Well, you know what I've always been intrigued by is, so we have like a universal world clock. It's at 10:27 in England right now. It's 5 hours, 3:27. So, and like it's down to the second, and everybody follows the same thing. It's on all of our phones. It's all the same clock, right? Who was the original guy who was like,
where
all
did
right,
it start?
time starts
now? No, I'm
like,
with you.
when did that happen?
I'm with you on that.
A long time ago.
Oh, I know that.
Like you cannot comprehend like what was the beginning. Like,
oh my god,
like how did that? You know what I mean? Like it's just
thinking about death.
You can't comprehend any
like
of this stuff. I can't.
Way scarier.
You think about that on an hourly basis
all the time. Not hourly, but
time confuses me. I don't. It's making my head hurt. I can't.
Yeah, my head clock is also going to go into this. Is that I've found all kinds of ways to stop time. Not me, like so. The Space Force is real, dog. Like when I mean, like I thought it was a joke.
Oh, it's real.
I made a joke because it looks just like
silly.
The Star Trek thing. But then I found out
do they have uniforms?
The guy from Star Trek was in the Air Force or something like that. Blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a bad Dave Chappelle skit. Until somebody, eventually from my man DJ, he inboxes me saying, "Hey man, I just want to let you know
I'm in the Space Force."
No, dead serious.
No way.
They gave him an option. They're like, "Yo, you could stay in the Air Force and this would be." And he's
been
so
it's a branch
he's been
in
in space, a branch of the Air Force. He's been in space, and they showed him the plan. He's like, "Dude, I'd be like 45 years old and a colonel." Like,
ask him what the uniforms look like.
He hasn't told me that.
What do they do?
Like they figure out different things. It's
Patrol
really
the
about
space.
weaponizing space.
Yeah.
And he told me, there's this thing that I do. I know when I push this button, there's going to be objects coming from space.
Don't tell us that.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there. I'm going to take this microwave popcorn. When they tell me that, I'm going to pop my microwave popcorn. Let it get all the way up and good. I'm going to push that button. And I'm just going to go to the window, cross my legs,
That's the
and eat my
scariest thing I've
popcorn
ever
because
heard.
I already know it's going to be over before I know. There are 5G telephone poles that are up in the air. Now, I don't know if they're 5G, but there are telephone poles with spikes that are up in space that they can actually pinpoint to our station and drop them.
And I believe that too.
And it's going to cause all kind of destruction that we won't even know. That's the
The
part
thing
that
was,
scared the hell out of
they
me.
wanted to start weaponizing space before China did.
Which scares me.
Which
Is that
I
where
think
COVID came from?
Possibly.
China?
What's
Yes.
terrifying is that people actually go to sleep, wake up, go to school, dream up these and build these devices
Scary.
that
Well, it's
kill
like
you
movies.
before you even know it.
And I
It's
barely
like
know how to work.
movies. If you ever watched a
computer.
movie and went, who
Who
thought of
this?
this?
Saw. That's why people like James, like what was the movie with
The one with Leo?
T, with the Get Out. They're like, James, did you go see Get Out? It was such a great movie. I was like, no, I will never go watch that movie.
Why?
Because that could happen.
I haven't seen it.
It's just a movie. Anyways, some of these movies, when I look at them, they can happen. Candyman, I don't believe that because
All the flies in his mouth?
not just that. All you gotta do is it's just like it's a synonymous for messing with black men. Keep our name out your mouth, and we not gonna come see you. Literally, the whole movie, they are antagonizing
They really
the black
are.
man with the bees that come and hurt them.
They're asking for it.
All you gotta
literally.
do is just shut up. So I don't believe that can happen. I can keep my mouth shut.
What
Saw,
was the one
I could
with-
be minding my business and somebody thinks they need to learn me a lesson. And next thing you know, I'm in a dungeon somewhere with all kind of ugly creatures and stuff. That's terrifying.
Inception's what I was thinking.
Inception, I do believe that.
That one.
I do believe
That's
that.
a weird one.
That was good. I like movies like that.
Y'all are. This is.
You've never seen Inception, Denny?
No, I don't know.
Highly recommend.
You didn't even know. You don't know who Dick Tracy is either.
No.
What?
Who brings?
How
us
are you
hate-
even
who
laughing
brings,
at the joke?
Who brings us 8 o'clock, Denny?
Yeah, we do have to break.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why y'all gotta.
Dick Tracy's more of your era than our era.
Anyway, 8 o'clock brought to you by Luke's Air Quality. I'm not gonna sit here on my radio show and be made fun of because I don't watch certain movies
from the 50s.
Yes. Jeez. How much money is the NFL going to lose without fans? We'll get into that coming up next.
Caesar is pleased to bring you the only undefeated champion in Roman history, the legendary
1010XL.
Come test drive a Buick at Key Buick GMC, home of the $99 Encore lease, or receive 0% up to 84 months on most Buicks. That's 7 years at 0% interest. Right now, you can save up to $9,000 on select Buick Envisions in stock, or $8,500 on select Buick Enclaves in stock. Key Buick GMC, where every new Buick and GMC comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no dealer markups. Key Buick GMC, Southside and Gate. See dealer for details.
Things are moving again in our community, and like so many other local businesses, Diamonds Direct is now open. We're ready to get back to our mission of helping you celebrate your love like never before. Our showrooms are clean, and we're taking all the necessary safety precautions. Our showcases are fully stocked. Our values and prices are better than ever, and our team is eager to serve. And starting this Friday, we're helping in a big way with our most aggressive finance offer ever. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down on any purchase. Yes, 60 months, zero interest on anything. All certified diamonds, all designer rings, all fashion jewelry, all earrings, pendants, bands, and bracelets. If you've had to delay that engagement or wedding or that anniversary or birthday celebration, Diamonds Direct is here to help. Starting Friday, you can spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest. At Diamonds Direct, now more than ever, we know love is the most essential thing in our lives. So come see us and let us help you share that love with something she'll have forever. Diamonds Direct, open Memorial Day too. Get details, store hours, and directions at diamondsdirect.com.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. This year has brought new challenges, but we've been tested before. Americans are tough and caring. Mike Merritt wants to thank everyone for pulling together, especially those on the front lines who maintain vital services. Mike Merritt is taking special precautions to keep you and their employees safe as well as comfortable. And as always, with Mike Merritt, there are never overtime fees. Whenever you need them, they're here for you. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Tom McManus.
I'm looking for a big contract next year. I ain't putting my body through that.
Tom McManus joins Jaguars Today every Friday morning.
It's my opinion.
10 to noon. Brought to you by McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel David of David & Associates Center for Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry. We hope you and your family are safe. We are grateful to be fully reopening in May and now are accepting appointments. Remember, with most insurances, there is no out-of-pocket cost to you for needed exam, cleaning, and x-rays. For non-insurance patients, we have you covered with our reopening special, only $89 for the above. David & Associates is Jacksonville's oldest and largest multi-group practice. We have a team of general dentists, cosmetic dentists, surgeons, periodontists, orthodontists, endodontists, and one of the most advanced dental laboratories. This lets us do the simplest filling to the most advanced cosmetic and full mouth reconstruction case, all under one roof. We're even open until 7 p.m. weekdays and 4 p.m. on Saturdays. We accept many insurance assignments, so you only are responsible for your portion. We have many affordable payment plans, so almost anyone could afford quality care. And for your peace of mind, our office has always offered hospital-level infection control procedures. See you soon.
This message is brought to you by Community First Credit Union.
Well, it's been a difficult few weeks, to say the least. Jacksonville has seen tough times before, but nothing like this. Now, as we move towards reopening and getting back to work, let's not forget what we've experienced and what we've learned. And one thing we've learned is that there are no strangers in Jacksonville. We are one city, one community. And this pandemic has touched all of our lives, regardless of who we are. From Jack's Beach to Baldwin, from Fernandina to Fruit Cove, we've faced this thing together because that's how we do things in Jacksonville. All of us at Community First realize that staying safe is what matters now. So as we start to bring our city and our lives back to life as we know it, that means looking out for each other. So that's what we'll do. And we'll get through this to a better, brighter future in Jacksonville.
Federally insured by NCUA.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
I don't know, can we?
Yeah, it's official. Like, it's on the script. We got
So wait, so you're gonna do the Frangie show for a whole week?
Yeah, Frank is gone. It's gonna be the lovely Lauren Brooks, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm with the People's Choice, Matt Hayes. So we're all going in there, and then
where's Carline?
Yeah, he's gone too. And then on that Thursday and Friday, I want to believe it's me, Fat Tony, and Matt.
Damn, so they're just all going on vacay and leaving it for y'all.
Yeah, so like my goal is to make sure that I have a job on June 8th.
Yeah, don't screw this
So
up.
you're going to do 3 hours with them and then come in and do this?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Lauren and James doing a show together.
We've done it before.
Have you?
Me, Lauren, and Pat Young did the Frangie show.
Oh, yeah.
A little while ago. It was really good.
I have to listen. I have to listen to that. I
just
cannot
have to
wait.
make sure that,
because
try
you
not to
guys
offend
don't see
anybody.
eye to eye on probably most
I don't even know what we were
topics.
talking about, but it'll be good. Good banter.
Banter, fellowship, as they say. I can't wait.
Matt. I like Matt. I don't think I've got a chance to work with
you'll
Matt.
love Matt. Matt's great.
So
Laura's great. It's just you guys seem polar opposites.
I don't mean
Is it because she's a woman?
Well, that
And
has
I'm
a lot
man?
to do with it.
I have dreads. No, she doesn't. No,
I don't know if she does have dreads or not, actually.
She has long hair.
Yeah, she does.
Luxurious locks. I have to ask her what her haircut treatment.
Luxurious
I
locks.
have to ask her what her haircut treatment.
Yeah, maybe. See,
I
that's
need some
something that you
advice.
guys can connect.
Could be a
on.
segment right there.
Could be a segment.
Matt definitely can't connect on that with Matt.
So
Matt's
some
bald
dude from Forbes put out an estimate of what not having fans at all in the stands would cost the NFL. Does this seem right to y'all? $5.5 billion?
Not at all.
He said it makes up 38% of the total revenue. That seems right, though.
Wait a minute. They jumped up to 15? Wow, where have I been?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember at one point they were talking about the NFL makes $8 billion a year, and that made them like they broke it down for as far as if the NFL was a country. They ranked higher than Jamaica, and like a lot of places. But like if they're the reason why I don't believe that, right?
I'm seeing last year they made 8, like James said, 8.7.
Yeah, he says it's 30-something percent. I'm trying to find it here. It's 30-something percent, and it was $5.5 billion. Now
I'm seeing the NFL made roughly $16 billion in revenue last year.
I don't believe that because
that was from 2018.
If the NFL lost a third of their business, then this whole myth that they don't need people in the stand, then Shad is right. If it's a third of their revenue comes from attendance, then Shad does need the 2 games in London.
Here we go. So they made 16, but they gave the teams, they distributed it 8.
Yeah, that's the
so
the
what
split.
they keep half.
They keep 51 point something percent. Yeah, that's the split, and the rest goes to salaries, players, stuff like that. When they say that, though, I think they're not talking about just ticket sales. They're talking about concessions. They're talking about merchandising. They're talking about all that kind of stuff. All goes into that pot.
Yeah, but merchandising and like that stuff actually will probably go up.
No, I'm talking about in the stadium.
Like
all
$10 beers.
Gotcha. So, but again,
parking.
If a third of that comes, if that's a third of your revenue, and you're in a market like Jacksonville, not saying we're the worst, but you're in a market like Jacksonville, I would go to London too.
Okay, so get your phone or your calculator out. Let's just do some quick math here. What's 38? So, okay, what did we say? 5.5 billion? Okay, so there's 32 teams times 16 games. No, that wouldn't be right. You have to do 16.
Well, you have 8 home games.
How would we do? Take that 5.5 billion, divide it by 32. What do we get?
Oh, crap. 5, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Divided by 32 is, Jesus Christ.
1.7?
1.76
Okay.
E11.
Divide that by 16.
Okay. This might get me into a number I can read. It doesn't. 1.1 E10.
Oh, dadgummit.
10 zeros.
1.7 billion. So it's somewhere around $100 million per game per home.
All right, let's just go with that.
Does that seem high?
Yes.
So 100 million, do 100 million divided by the average attendance, which is 65,000. And that'll give us the average cost per person.
No, actually
What is that?
That's the way it's 1,500. Little over 1,500.
Yeah, by the time you count premium seating and all that.
Yeah. Premium seating, parking.
Yep.
Hot dog for the family, all that.
Well, no, that's 1,500 per seat, per person, not per family.
No,
that
but okay, but I mean, if you're again,
yes.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I get like New York's got seats
maybe
that are
they're
probably
saying
that per
this
game.
is what you could stand to lose, as opposed to like.
That's what he's saying they're going to lose.
Yeah, but even then, I don't believe that. I think that's just entirely too high. I think that's a scary.
That was my first
because
thought,
the
too.
one thing that they've said, and even I can't go back and see I forgot which NCAA president said this. The money is so good in the with the TV contracts that they don't need fans.
Well,
so you can't say that.
But James, the reality is, if they lose 5.5 and their total revenue was 16, it's still $11 billion. They're going to make that fans.
When we're looking at that part, that's true. But when I'm looking at it from a pure business perspective, you can't lose 30% of your business and not lose a little bit of weight. and not have to
I
tuck
think
in
they're
your belt.
going to.
So like I think if you were to tell me 15%, still sizable, no businesses completely restructure when that happens. I'll believe that more than I believe 30. I think 30 is a great way to get clicks.
I wonder if they're counting in that number, like the in-game
Marketing?
advertisements.
Yeah.
Like then,
Now then the 1,500 per makes sense.
right.
Like if you can't get the little ribbon,
The constant
advertising,
video board advertising,
Yeah.
everything when you walk in the entrance, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I would imagine that. Like what happens to stadium naming deals? Like I'm sure there's something in those contracts where if you're not playing that
they'll
stadium,
probably freeze that, and then they'll probably
but it's still lost revenue for a year.
Yeah, or yes, it's going to catch up to you eventually.
That's
The box revenue, no matter how much the seats are, the boxes cost a ton.
Oh my gosh. Here's the headline. NCAA tables one-time transfer proposal to early next year.
Yeah, I sent you that. Let's talk about that. Yep. See, you got to really at least every now and then go into. Me and JJ have discourse.
I'm working.
You have to use the bathroom at least once. Get a sip of water. Take your eyes off the quarterback for half a second.
Yeah. How else are you going to argue about Corona with us? And he doesn't even have a phone. So, like, now I'm having to go to Twitter to, like, just see if James said something.
I learned something today.
Denny you need a damn phone.
I do. Denny made me aware of it because, like, there's messages that haven't been getting to me with people who are civilized and have Apple products.
So well, like, how does our boss get a hold of you?
He didn't. That's the message that didn't get to
I sent him a message, and then now he can.
Okay.
But my daughter hit me up and was like, she went through the Twitter. She's like, yo, where you been? And I'm mad.
That's hilarious.
I'm not reaching out to her because I'm mad because she ain't said nothing to me unless she needs some damn money.
Well, that's how it works.
Man. Yeah, but I'm mad. I'm putting my foot down. I'm not taking this anymore. I'm a person too. And then I realized that she says, yo,
well,
when I hit you up, you get this ugly green thing.
This is awful news.
What's that?
That's like when somebody gets an Android conversation. Or
how dare you talk about us like that? See, I don't even get the joke.
It's not simple.
By the way, Father's Day is coming up, so you got that to look forward to.
Yeah. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch.
Probably get a tie.
I had two good ones. I wouldn't. Well, no, I can't get it. I don't really need to wear the tie now, so it's a bad gift. It's a good gift once I start doing the news again. But anyways,
this is think they're gonna make you social distance on the news?
Nah, we'll be in. I'll be in there by then. But we gotta take a break.
We do.
This is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. We'll see you on the other side.
Working from home?
Look who's here.
Meet XL Primetime from noon to 3 weekdays on 1010XL with former Jaguars All-Pro Leon Searcy, Joe Cowart, Ryan the Hacker Green, and Bleacher Report college football reporter Matt Hayes.
This is Greg Huntington with Advanced Disposal. In these uncertain times, there's one thing you can be certain of. Advanced Disposal and companies like us are committed to continue to provide critical environmental services that you depend on. When you see your local garbage person collecting waste in your neighborhood or place of business, then give them a wave and a thumbs up. Through these challenging times, Advanced Disposal is still hiring drivers and essential staff throughout Northeast Florida. So please go to advanceddisposal.com/careers and join our team today. Be safe.
I don't have time to start a 529 plan. Researching what I need, the cost, the application, I can barely get through my to-do list now.
Saving with Florida Prepaid is an easy plan. Our simple-to-use online pricing tool will help you quickly choose the Florida 529 prepaid college plan that's right for your family and budget. And since we do the investing for you, there's nothing to manage. Tax-free, stress-free, worry-free. Florida 529 prepaid plans. Open enrollment ends May 31st. Enroll today at myfloridaprepaid.com.
Hey, it's Allie McDeal, and I have exciting news to share. Best Bet will be reopening this Friday, May 22nd at 10 a.m. That's right, both of our Best Bet locations in Jacksonville and Orange Park will reopen this Friday at 10 a.m., ready to provide you with a fun-filled experience in a safe environment. Our professional staff will be following and enforcing enhanced safety guidelines at both locations. Come out and have some fun. We look forward to welcoming you back to our card rooms. Best Bet, experience the best.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their positions. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
Instant Keys specializes in creating replacement automotive keys, even when all the originals are lost or broken. Instant Keys provides expert service for nearly every foreign and domestic vehicle, including the high-end luxury models like BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti. With Instant Keys, you'll get dealership-level service at a fraction of the cost without the dealership hassles. If you need honest, professional locksmith service, call the best around. Instant Keys, 722-1111.
I'm Hayes Carline. You can get news, rumors, and my opinions on your favorite NFL team throughout the offseason on my blog brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing at 1010XL.com.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, keep the economy going, and help those in need, Zero Res is offering 25% off all services. That's cleaning carpet, area rugs, tile and grout, upholstery, everything. 25% off everything. We also ask that you submit someone that you know that is in need. Zero Res will clean the carpets in the home of one family in need each day, absolutely free. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
It's been a challenging year, and exceptional people have risen to the occasion. Now's the time to recognize them. Know someone who's making an impact in our community? Nominate them to be this year's TIAA Bank Community Champion. Each winning nominee will receive a $1,000 donation towards their cause and will share their story with the world. Visit TIAABank.com/community champion for details, terms, and conditions. The deadline to nominate is June 26th. Visit TIAABank.com/community champion.
Peninsular Pest Control has served homes and businesses in Northeast Florida since 1954. This family-owned and operated business is continually recognized and awarded for outstanding customer service, receiving annual Super Service Awards from Angie's List and the Bold City's Best Award from Jacksonville.com. Schedule a free consultation by phone or online at CritterGetter.com. Remember, Peninsular is your Critter Getter.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference because we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones and trying to get the mans. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
So you think even though they table this, that people that transferred will still get the...
Yeah, but then you brought up a good point. I think that's why a lot of schools, like Florida State did it with Josh Corbin, running back that was at Texas A&M from Rockledge High School. But they put his in before all of this stuff even came into effect. So I think, I think they can expedite it. The SEC does have – there's stories of people who had this happen and then it worked out for them. Hey, even FSU with Jordan Travis. I think they didn't put it in until around this time last year, and he was able to get the waiver. So it'll affect Joey's practices, though.
Why would they do this? Why would they table it? Why wouldn't this be the perfect time to just...
There's too many other things, I guess, that they have issues, and people have must have some serious talking points against. That's the only thing I can
That or they're just being tools.
Oh, that's more than realistic.
This is just such a what a cluster. What a cluster the NCAA is. Hey, we put this group together and we've decided we're finally going to do something for the guys, for the kids. Oh, no, never mind. Let's table it.
It's the way of the world, man. Again,
it's a freaking turd.
As I have told you guys, the NCAA don't give a damn about the athlete. That being said, there could be 40 to 50,000 people in the stands.
If there's 40 to 50,000, there'll be 100.
Facts. We didn't even talk about. You talk about how much we hate. We didn't even talk about Scottie Pippen and how much he hates Michael Jordan.
No,
Maybe we
he
can talk about
hates
that
the
tomorrow.
documentary.
Well, whose documentary?
I know.
All right, we'll get into both of those subjects tomorrow if we remember. 8 o'clock tomorrow night, 8 to 10. Tell your peeps. Listen in. Share the SoundCloud. Got to get our numbers up. They're already high, but we want them higher. We appreciate you guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.